Over a 30-year arc, we've had a period where there were two macro strategies that allowed us to drive both top line and bottom line growth. The first is global distribution. Going back to late 70s, early 80s, we were able to expand and grow revenues and earnings simply by selling to more people. Expanding our distribution, pushing into more and more countries and more markets. The second large strategy, predominantly targeted at growing earnings, is efficiency. Being able to increase productivity and grow earnings in the absence of top-line growth. We think about going back to the late 80s, the re-engineering revolution, the outsourcing trends, automation, enterprise systems, and all of these strategies that have allowed us to become more and more productive and drive growth in the bottom line without necessarily having to deliver top-line growth. It's my opinion that these two strategies are starting to get to the end of their useful life. Right? At some point, you run out of markets to expand into, you run out of people that you can sell to, and at some point, there's just no more blood left in the efficiency turnip. So what do? Well, one strategy is to turn to innovation and growth from innovation. But if you spent 30 years focused on expanding distribution and efficiency, those innovation muscles have atrophied. And so in order to get growth, many large organizations are simply acquiring it. It's easier to go buy that innovation than it is to develop it internally. So you see these large transactions that occur in the news seemingly on a weekly basis, right? I mean, the Nest acquisition, a couple of $1 billion. And that's by an innovator, right? We're talking about Google, one of the most innovative companies that come to the top of the mind. Even they are going out and buying innovation. So where does that leave other organizations that may not have that same innovation competency in-house?